Because Americans need relief now from insane drug costs, Sanders to join Diabetics on trip to Canada for affordable insulin. When we win, we won't wait for drug companies to end their greed. We will end it for them.
Here's a summary of the article.
In an effort to spotlight the corporate greed that has taken over the American healthcare system and driven up the costs of life-saving drugs, Senator Bernie Sanders announced Thursday that he plans to travel to Canada later this month with a caravan of diabetics looking to purchase affordable insulin. Canada has a nationalized, single-payer system that allows them to negotiate much better prices with the drug companies. In our country it is a much different story, Sen. Bernie Sanders. In Canada, the same exact drug costs about $30. We can't wait for drug companies to lower prices. Americans need relief now. The trip, scheduled to leave Detroit July 28, will not be the first time Sanders has crossed the Canadian border with a group of Americans seeking affordable medicine. Now, 20 years later, we are basically in the same place, Sanders told CNN. We are going to take a group of people from Detroit into Windsor, Ontario, which is right over the border, to purchase the drugs they need to save their lives at a greatly reduced cost. Sanders told CNN that the greed of pharmaceutical companies and the failure of government to act to bring down costs are to blame for skyrocketing U.S. drug prices, which are the highest in the world. Canada has a nationalized, single-payer system that allows them to negotiate much better prices with the drug companies, said Sanders.
This post received a score of 14,578, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Seriously, it's $30-something there and $300-something here. It's stupid that we have to cross the border to get something people need to stay alive.
Duh. This is why we came up with universal health care in the 60s with all the other first world countries. Well, that and big damn Canadian hero Tommy Douglas fought tooth and nail for it.
The medical establishment claimed that Douglas would import foreign doctors to make his plan work and used racist images to try to scare the public. The doctors believed their best interests were not being met and feared a significant loss of income.
Meanwhile, one of the most treasured figures in Canadian medicine was Dr. Norman Bethune, a surgeon who volunteered his services in the Spanish Civil War and the Second Sino-Japanese War. He believed in the right for all people to have equal access to modern medicine. I think he'd be sick if he knew we are so close to throwing all of it away so insurance and drug companies can keep reaping record profits here in Canada.
As someone that has full benefits, vision, dental, whatever, I will absolutely fight for everyone to have access to universal health care. Fuck anyone that is even thinking about taking it away.
But how will you trap desperate workers in abjectly shitty working conditions that allow certain services and products to cost far less than they should? I want my Grand Slam for less than the price of the ingredients used to make it, and I want it now. REEE. REEEEEEEEE. And #X200B. Pretty much all I hear when people disagree. Just pure selfishness. And stupidity. The people I know who don't want it, are literally on Medicare, Medicaid now and disability, but America is too big for universal healthcare to work, working pretty fine for you though huh?
I've got a neurological disorder that forces me to take meds on daily basis, and sadly the generic manufacturers of the one med that's worked best for treating my disorder was discontinued by the manufacturer I used. The other manufacturers did a horrible job recreating the med and it never worked with me. So I decided to buy from a Canadian pharmacy, and guess what? The med only cost $300 for a 90-day supply in Canada. TLDR, my meds cost $2,100 a month in the US and only $100 a month if I buy them from a Canadian pharmacy.
That's freaking insane. You can literally fly to Canada in first-class round trip and still save money. Not to mention, with the conversion rate your money also goes approximately 30% further. That's a huge no-brainer.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.